was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. During the time of what was called the Motown era. You guys remember Motown? Right? And so, and so that's a picture of me on Christmas morning, and I'm holding an album. And for those of you who don't realize what that is that I'm standing next to, it's actually something called a record player. And the most amazing thing would happen, a little thing would drop down the vinyl disc and a needle would go over it and sound would come out. It was really quite something. But anyway, so the album is by a Motown group called the Four Tops. And oh yeah, I know. And the Four Tops, part of Motown is what lit the fire with me to get to understand this thing called branding. Because the Motown brand was one of the very first brands that I ever got exposed to that sort of captivated me to figure out what is this thing called branding, and is this something that I should explore? So I went on to college. I went to the University of Southern California. I got my undergraduate degree and my master's degree with honors in marketing with deep study in branding. And that's me on graduation day standing next to my proud mom. Say, aw. And as Colin mentioned, from there, I went to work for Procter & Gamble. Now, for those of you who don't know, P&G is who wrote the book on branding. And I was a brand strategist with P&G. And so I actually helped grow laundry brands like Cascade and Air Liquid laundry detergent. And then I worked in the citrus juice and drink industry for a number of years. And then I taught branding and marketing and advertising classes in the evenings and the weekends for 10 straight years, 10 straight semesters at 4 major universities. And then all of a sudden, I decided that I needed to go ahead and go into business for myself. And so I started my business full-time in 1985. This is my 30th year in business. Give me some love, would you please? Now, let's get something straight. Yes, I did start my company when I was 10, okay? And so what I do is I help small business owners like yourself create a big brand and a strong message that sells so that you can excite and ignite and delight the market that you're selling to, even if your budget is small. And so I started my company in July of '85, and this picture here was actually taken in February of 1986. It was my very first branding boot camp that I did. Yes, that is me, rocking the 80s mustache, okay? Notice the 80s look that we all kind of have in the picture. I had the big old glasses. So I know some of you are going, you gotta be kidding me. Get that slide off the screen, okay? And my mission and why I do what I do is that my whole commitment is to support each and every one of you in creating an exceptional brand that will make an exceptional difference so that you can live an exceptional life. Does that sound good to you? And that's why I'm here. Oh, please. Oh, and by the way, standing ovation, spontaneous laughter, and applause is perfectly okay at any moment, okay? That's okay. And the great thing is that over the last 30 years, I've actually helped over 100,000 small business owners from 600 different industries with their branding. Now, I don't say that to impress you or to press anything upon you that is not relevant here, but here's a thing you should know, real quick story. 15 years ago, I'm at an event. There's like 300 people. And they go, stand up if you're in the same field that you majored in college. And I stood up with 2 people. Isn't that something? In other words, my entire adult life has been about branding. This is all I've ever done. Isn't that sad? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. And the thing is that I love everything about branding. Everything about branding is what matters to me. And the great news about the 100,000 folks that I've worked with and all the accolades that I've received and all the stages that I've been blessed to be able to speak on, my point is that what has worked for them will work for you. But what I need to know right now is, am I in the right place? Are you all ready to fly? If you are, say, oh, yeah. If you're ready to supersize your business, say, oh, yeah. If you're ready to super grow your sales, say, oh yeah. If you're ready to super impact your profits and move from the right now to the not yet, say, oh yeah. Because that's what we're going to talk about, which is how to big brand yourself. So what I need you to do, I need you to make sure that you got your seats in their upright position. Put your trays up. Fasten your seatbelt because we're ready to take off. Are you with me now? Because there's nothing more important than your brand. It's your reputation. It's your legacy.